Sorry, okay. Let us begin with Shield. If he's settled, we will then take him. Let's start by, I know that you have seen all that has been going on in the PDP and the so much resignation, defection, governors defecting, BOT members defecting, and National Assembly members defecting. And a lot of people are complaining that Nigerians were expecting to have a robust opposition, main opposition party from the PDP, and this is coming up. You think this is the end of the party?
Well, except something is urgently done. I see a situation where this current leadership will become the undertakers of the party to bury the party. It's really unfortunate, Ijoma, that PDP failed and continues to fail as an opposition party. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria had its dollar at 198 naira when the APC rubbished the PDP. Nigerians were buying fuel at 87 naira when Lai Mohammed told us PDP was the worst thing on earth. We didn't have banditry. We could drive from here to Lokoja, you know, things were not this bad. Yet, you had an opposition party that knew what being opposition party meant. What do you have today? What do you have today are just, there are words that I would love to use, but I wouldn't love to use them on national TV. These men have absolutely nothing doing in Wadata House. The reason why this current government does not think twice before it misbehaves is because there are, I don't want to say jokers in Wadata House. If PDP was half as serious as most civil society groups have been since 2015, President Buhari will not do. In fact, that electronic voting will be passed. A lot of things would have happened. You wouldn't wake up one day and hear the president saying fuel has gone to 162 or 163 naira. There is no opposition. Nobody is challenging the president. It is deliberate. Secondus, as national chairman of PDP, is not only uninspiring, he is too drab. It does not motivate
sorry, I
energy.
think you should be careful when you use some terms.
I'm not abusing.
Which may be abusive.
No. Whatever I say is something you can find in the dictionary. When
we
I
know
say
it has a
drab,
dictionary.
When I say it's drab, it is not inspirational.
We understand
when I look
the language.
At you,
We understand the
Nigeria
language.
is too far gone in the negative lane for me to come on national TV and be sweetening any word. PDP needs to wake up. Nigerians, I don't know, do you go to the market? To forget all the big ones, do you just go to the market, buy oil, buy rice and everything? Nigerians are looking for direction and leadership. Someone to help them tell this government, don't choke us. But what do you have? Comfortable men in Wadata House. Comfortable. Wadata House believes that opposition is releasing press statement. How, I don't want to say they are jokers again. How do you use, was it press statement that was used to remove PDP? You are dealing with men who are disobeying court orders. You are dealing with a government that is challenging the constitution. You are dealing with a government that does not care that a dollar in 16 years of PDP, dollar did not get to 200 naira. In 16 years. But in less than 5 years, we are buying dollar as at this evening. Dollar is 506 naira. Ijoma, where is the opposition? They are doing big men in Wadata House. They are doing big men in Wadata House. How can you be a national chairman of a party, of an opposition party, and your country is running like this, and people are still defecting from your own party to a party that has destroyed the country?
Sorry. Can you just change? Because we need to be careful.
Okay,
when
what
you talk
words
about destruction,
can I use? A party that has progressed Nigeria, developed Nigeria? No, I wouldn't say that. Ijoma, if you had $10,000 in 2015, it was 1.9 million. As of today, it's 5.6. So imagine those with children abroad. Imagine those who need to, whatever we say. See, Every day we come out, we challenge the Buhari government. We face them head on. We do whatever we need to do. We wish that the PDP was half as serious. Now, why wouldn't they be serious? Anytime you make a post or you do something online, people will come and say, oh, they are scared because there are skeletons in their cupboard. Listen, running opposition requires strategy. Secondus does not need to be on national TV. There are lawyers, there are civil society organizations, there are independent bodies. How many times did you see Tinubu on TV before Jonathan was removed? Sense is what you use to fight a government that is like this. What do they discuss? How can you be here? Nigerians are suffering. You cannot challenge a single action of government. The only thing they come to challenge is what affects them directly. Oh, no electronic voting. That is the only time that Secondus will lead some of his own people to National Assembly that they are doing protests. Are you kidding me?
Okay, we'll come back to you.
Any chairman who must lead an opposition party to victory must be a visible chairman. That chairman must be ready to visit studios to address issues that concerns the nation. Any Nigerian who knows Secondus to tell me one day that he has seen Secondus addressing Nigerians in any of the national tele. Only if we are having next meeting, that's when you can see Secondus talk. Again, Mr. Chairman has no work plan to win the failed APC government. Mr. Chairman, again, has never for one day gone to any of PDP, any of the states where PDP is not in charge, to cheer our party members up, or to even go for membership drive as a national chairman who wants to remove APC out of power. And he said he is competent. Mr. Chairman is talking about that I have not spoken to him about this thing for the past 3 years. I have been doing that internally. I have been talking to him. I have been pleading with him to have a work plan, to begin to talk to Nigeria, to even get the budget of Nigeria and use that budget and look into that budget and find out all the anomalies that the APC government is doing and put it before Nigeria, use it to campaign against APC. Mr. Chairman is not willing. Mr. Chairman has never, for one day, be interested in fixing crisis in all those states where we don't have government. I want to tell you, if you go to 2 states, we don't have governor there, we have 2 factions. You go to Niger State, we have 2 factions. You go to Anambra State, where Mr. Chairman presided over the most recent primaries. Go and see the crisis we have there. Go and see the divisions we have there. As it is today, we don't even know who is our candidate as a political party. And he is interested to continue in this party. I've been doing that, and I've run out of patience because I thought, but I have seen that Mr. Chairman is an unrepentant animal.
Sorry, Mr. Ude Okoye. I think, Mr. Ude, that statement you made, you need to retract it. You know we are on national TV. What we don't allow on this program is to use words, insultive words on any person. You can as well send your message without insulting anyone. So please, I beg of you, you need to retract that statement. Oh, I think I don't know, maybe we have to get him back again. Let's just quickly come back to studio. You see, that's the national youth leader of the party. It's been there even before this national working committee. It's been with Secondus. You know about it.
He was brought from Enugu to come and be national youth leader. You should ask who brought him. These are the problems. You bring in people, you know the government you're facing. You know the government you're facing. I'm just seeing Uche Okoye for the first time on national TV in 3.5 years.
No, he's been on this program before now.
I am just seeing him. You understand? With what Nigeria and Nigerians have gone through in the last 6 years, the national youth leader of the PDP, with that kind of structure, should be a natural threat to bad governance coming from Aso Rock. Natural. It shouldn't be now. I don't know what their internal crises are. That you will now tell us that everybody knows Secondus has no business in Wadata.
He's a member of the NWC too.
Listen, so we waited. See, I don't want to. When these people came in, when I was a member of their party, I wrote each and every member of the NWC. Listen, we cannot sleep. Time, we've had enough. Giving them step by step what needed to be done. He said Secondus does not have a work plan. Not only does he not have a work plan, the national chairman of the main opposition party is somebody that some of his own governors cannot reach him. You should have your phone open. Everybody should be able to access you because you should carry the burden of the people. This one is too disconnected from Nigerians. He said he doesn't visit studios. Not only does he not visit studios, get any of these consulting firms who have tried to help PDP with trainings and the rest. Let them tell you if Secondus has ever responded to any letter or anything that come to his table. If you come to his table, you will see files. It's not only a working plan that he does not have, like Uche Okoye said. Secondus is, see, if you want to remove these people in power, these ones that just shut down the proposal for electronic voting in 2023, these ones that in Kwara, in I think Edo, in different places that they had their congresses.
You are talking about the APC. They are even poaching very strong members from the PDP.
These guys are not willing, they are not ready to give you power in 2023. The only thing that can remove the APC is a national movement. A national movement. It might be whatever form. The people need to have their anger coordinated. The people need to have it marshaled in such a way that we are determining, say, every polling unit will be manned by Nigerians. Nobody is paying you to man any polling unit. We cannot continue like this. But who is bringing the leadership? Secondus? How can you feel comfortable as the national chairman of the PDP? All your sitting governors are decamping from you. Look at Zamfara.
But they want some elections. They took some governorship.
Yeah, we
APC,
took Bauchi, we took Oyo,
and all
we
that.
took.
Exactly.
How many did you take? How many have returned to the APC? And how many are still going? We know of the consultations that are going on the ground. Some of the governors are still going. Why would any sane person today find APC attractive? It's because PDP it has lost its steam. PDP is not even seen as an option. Let me tell you, with what the APC has done to Nigerians, if PDP understood what opposition, see opposition, people say, do you expect Atiku to come and be doing, do you expect second? No! There was a way that these people demarketed the PDP globally. Not just within Nigeria, not even within the African continent alone. They globalized it. They made sure that whatever they did had the backing of superpowers. So that in such a way that you cannot arrest an El-Rufai when he openly says that Jonathan had a killer gang. Openly. You wouldn't be able to arrest him. They will call you, Jonathan has a sniper gang, this one,
but it's not. It's very difficult to do that now.
What has Secondus done?
It's difficult to do that now.
Who told you? Ijoma, it's difficult to confront these people. It is not. What is the worst they can do? Arrest you? Jail you? So? We cannot. This is about our country. Okay. This is about our future. This is about generations that are coming. Ijoma, people are finding it hard to eat. And then you have an opposition party that is having this kind of, your deputies are resigning, telling you that they're national chairman. They've only met the national chairman since 2017. They've only met him 3 times. This national chairman, are you sure he was not even planted by the ruling party?
All right, let's go back to Uche Okoye because we have limited time. Thank you, Mr. Okoye. I'm sure it was network problem. We have him on telephone. Mr. Okoye, thank you for remaining with us. We also had another network issue which dropped your Zoom call. So now, before we go, what do you think will be the solution at this moment for your party?
Well, I want to tell you, Joma, the solution for my party is to change the pattern. Because the handler of the control pattern of my party, Prince Uche Secondus, is a colossal failure. And Uche Secondus is unrepentant. Uche Secondus has no plan. Uche Secondus is watching our members at the National Assembly exiting on daily basis. I want to tell you, I'm from Southeast. Today, 2 leaders of my party in the zone from Anambra State exited our party to APC because Secondus is not providing leadership. And if we continue with Secondus, certainly, PDP will not go anywhere.
But Mr. Okoye, in that sorry, I need to put this. You will say it, but let me just say this. In that same statement issued by the media service of the national chairman, they accused you of being sponsored by those who do not want the party to go the way of victory. You were accused. So who are those sponsoring you? That's the question I should be asking you at this time.
I think the proper people to ask this question are those who wrote that. In fact, Secondus should have answered that question. The person that is sponsoring me. Are you getting me? Because he is afraid that I'll tell him the truth. Maybe other people may not be frank to tell him the truth, but not somebody like me. If he doesn't know who I am, he should better go and ask. Nobody is sponsoring me. I'm crying for Nigerians, for the owners of PDP to come and save their party. That a murderer is now in their party.
No. No court has said he is a murderer. No court has called him a murderer. That would be unfair to call him a murderer.
Secondus wants to send this party to mortuary. If we don't come, if Nigerians doesn't come together, this party, Secondus, will bury it. That's why I keep saying that we should all gather together. Let me tell you something. If Secondus is not on a mission, in 2015, when we lost the election, Muazu was asked to resign. Secondus was part of those who asked him to resign.
And he resigned?
Yes, and he resigned horribly. Why is he refusing to resign? When senators are leaving, Secondus was our chairman and our minority leader left. You know when our minority leader in the Senate left? You know who is today a minister in APC? Secondus was our national chairman. When 3 governors left us, Secondus was our national chairman. When on daily basis, our members in the National Assembly, keep going. Secondus is still our national chairman. And still, our members are quitting on daily basis. And Secondus does not shake. All he's saying is that he will not resign. That means he's on a mission.
All right.
Secondus is on a mission.
Okay.
If he's not on a mission, if he's a full party man as he claims, this is the time for him to show that he has nothing in cupboard. This is the time for him to prove that certainly that he's not working against our party.
All right.
I assure you, he's totally against our party.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. But please, all the insultive words, since you cannot apologize, I am apologizing on behalf of Dark Communications for those insultive words that you uttered on the national TV. Oh, sorry.
He's sending our party to mortuary.
All right. Well, that's the much we can take now. Just in a few seconds before we let you go, because we'll have less than 10 seconds now. No.
This whole set of NWC members should resign. We need a national chairman that when you come out to speak, the international community engages you. What's going on? There's nothing. They can come here and pick you up. Nothing will happen. 2 days ago, a court granted bail to certain people that have been arrested. Do you know what happened? DSS did not release them. That's the kind of democracy that these people want to manage. The whole, from national chairman to national secretary to all of them in Wadata House should resign. Let us get proper opposition that can engage this government going to 2023.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.